Our Yorkshire farm star Amanda Owen has opened up about the pressure she has been under amid reports her marriage to husband Clive is on the rocks. The 47-year-old mum of 9 has been married to her 66-year-old husband since the turn of the century, tying the knot 5 years after they met in 1995. But reports for weeks have suggested that the couple are on the rocks and that Amanda has been living away from home in a separate rented property as they review their future together. Appearing on Lorraine on Monday morning, Amanda addressed some of the stress she is under as show host Lorraine Kelly, 62, delicately hinted at the headlines surrounding the marriage woes. Turning to her guest, Lorraine asked, "The show is lovely. And people have got this thing of they feel they know you and have got to know the children, the animals, there's always a downside. Of course you had that attention on your life. And that's great. But then when things aren't going that well, it can be quite difficult. How do you deal with that? When it's quite difficult?" Amanda replied, "Well, it is. You have your difficult moments. But you have to take the rough with the smooth. We've just talked about how you weather a storm, as Amanda and Lorraine earlier discussed battling Storm Owen. So we are pretty resilient in the hills. That's all you've got to do. You've got to remember, the bottom line is, if you are proud of what you're doing, you kind of sort of have to shoulder it." She added, "In other words, get on with it." Ignore it. Lorraine agreed that the adage of "get on with it" can be a good thing sometimes, but not always. Back in October, reports emerged to suggest Amanda had moved out of her family home and she was assessing her future with Clive. A source told The Sun at the time, "It's incredibly sad. Amanda and Clive are two hugely popular figures here in the Dales, and no one saw this coming. Clive loves Amanda to bits and adores her, and fears the marriage may be failing even though he desperately doesn't want it to. He fears they will divorce." However, the couple took steps to shoot down the speculation, telling the Mail Online last month in a shared statement, "With the TV show and the books we've always aimed to show the reality of life on the farm. And just like any marriage we have our stresses and strains, coupled with all the complexities of what we do on the farm and bringing up 9 kids." While Amanda also took action to end rumors by sharing a photo of herself with her family, including Clive, online, while celebrating the success of her book. She wrote, "They're my number one. We've had plenty of number 2s to deal with and now we have a number 3. Absolutely stunned to learn that my book is at number 3 in at The Times bestseller charts."